Live from your trusted local news source, KCRG News starts now.
Good morning. Happy sleepy Saturday. That's the best way I can describe today. I'm KCRG-TV9's Rebekah Vaughan.
I'm meteorologist Camille Dinka.
And we are kind of just looking at what's going on this weekend between weather, different events going on, and different things you can do to take part in the community. We've got a news segment we're doing today. We're starting a What Was Our Feel-Good Stories of the Week segment. We'll streamline a better name at a later date. But
We're getting there.
just kind of a look back throughout the week, you know, what happened on the good side of things.
Yes.
So we will take a look at our news segment today. But for now, we are waking up cold, cloudy, and then any other C words I could use. No, but it's just kind of nasty looking outside. It's a typical January 17th kind of day.
It is, and we're now heading into the climatological, there we go, coldest point of the year. This next couple weeks are when we are going to be likely and typically experiencing the coldest weather, the snowiest potentially weather. This is really that time where we're going to see that, typically, and it's here. It's arrived after last week's 40s.
I'm going to say, I left the house this morning, and it was a little bit of a shock to the system.
I had to remember this morning to grab my winter jacket because it's just been hanging.
Yeah.
And I haven't had to grab it the last couple of days. And then I was walking out the door, I was like, nope, turn around, grab that winter jacket.
Well, let's take a look at kind of what we can expect for today if you are getting out and about trying to do some activities today. What are we looking at weather-wise, Camille?
Right now we're looking at satellite and radar, so we're seeing some cloudy skies right now as that cloud cover's increased over the last couple of hours. With that, also seeing some light snow showers pushing across the viewing area. Seeing these be very light, very scattered in nature, and that will continue through the next couple of hours as well. See currently snow up near Decorah, otherwise across central and then a little bit into our western viewing areas of Iowa. Keep an eye on how far east these end up tracking, but expected to keep pretty scattered. Road conditions partly covered where we have seen snow through the area, and it is very, very light snow. That's the really good thing about this, is it is super light, very fluffy snow, not that wet, heavy snow that will create issues for plows to get out there and get it off the roads. They can pretty much very quickly pass through it and get it off.
But that light snow can also pose a risk in other ways.
Truly, yes. And because we're going to be getting windier conditions today, that will make it easier for that snow to be picked up by that wind, which will create reduced visibilities on roadways. Also, with it being lighter snow, it does mean that that snow will melt. And so you can create slick spots on roadways, especially on and off ramps, bridges, overpasses, the typical main three that we always talk about freezing over the fastest. So just use a little bit of extra caution as you're heading out on the roadways today, but also tomorrow, some more snow as we look ahead towards that.
I want to note real quick, so we get these maps, these road conditions maps from Iowa 511. Where can people find these on our website?
You should be able to go to KCRG.com/road conditions, and it is on there. We always have the latest there as well, and we also take from the 511, so that's the most updated road conditions there.
And this is an extremely helpful tool, and I just want to put this out there. You know, if you've got our app in your back pocket, the First Alert Weather app, it's a great resource to have. For example, and I'm getting off topic. We will get back to it.
That's
but
fine.
I just want to talk about how those maps can be very beneficial. Thursday night, we saw a little bit of snow in the Mount Vernon area. I was in Mount Vernon for something, looked outside, go, oh, there's a little bit of snow on the ground.
Right.
I was able to pull up that map pretty quickly before I hit the road to just see what the conditions were like. Gives you a little bit of a heads up before you hit the roads. You can look through cameras, DOT cameras, to really see what the roads look like. And again, those, just because it says, and I'm pretty sure the DOT made a Facebook post about this not too long ago. It's like, just because you're looking at the colors of the map, that's not the entire story. You can click into that specific road and they'll give you those details of if snow is blowing around, if there are those whiteout conditions. Because I think they did use an example of a roadway that was blue.
Yeah.
But blowing snow can really make for tricky travel.
Truly. And this is, and exactly to that point, that's what the actual road surface is. Not anything that's a couple centimeters above it or higher. So it really is to that point of, yeah, you can get these partially covered roads, but as those winds pick up with it, you can see blowing snow through the day today. So keeping that in mind, this is just half the story of what's actually going on out on our roadways.
It's just a good resource to have. Anything to keep you safe on the roads, it's a beneficial thing. We'll
Exactly.
go back to the actual weather now.
Okay,
now
perfect.
that my rant is over, I love the road conditions map. I use it frequently.
Yes, definitely really important. They always highlight those major roads, not necessarily maybe those side streets, but a lot of us have to travel on those main roads to get where you're going. So best option if you're heading out on the roadways. Taking a look across some of our viewing area and some of the areas that are seeing snow actively, you can barely tell on our Cedar Falls City Cam, but you can see it just barely blowing some snow there. Off on the horizon, you can also see that visibility has been reduced, and that's really a pretty good indication that snow is actively falling. Also see our Prairie du Chien City Cam again, that reduced visibility due to that snow falling. It is very light, very, very fluffy. So even as it's falling to the ground, it's just getting immediately blown back up. So that is really where that key component is.
Oh yeah, and that City Cam, can we go back to the
Yeah, of
other one real
course.
quick?
Let's go back.
Prairie du Chien City Cam always reminds me of like a winter movie. You know, one of those claymation movies where you're starting out really high in the sky and we're gonna zoom in on the character or something. But with the I don't know. But with that kind of snow blanketing the area and it's kind of dreary out, that really is a picturesque city cam. It always is all year round, but I love it when it snows on that city cam.
Yeah, it's one of our better shots of when we do get kind of precipitation of any sort, of being able to see, because it is at a higher viewing point, so we get to see that awesome shot that we get. Also, you can see where some animals have continually tracked through in just the same exact spot, so sometimes we get a little bit of view of that.
I love it when the deer walk by.
Yes. Also, seeing out through our Piasta City Cam, some snow actively falling there. They still have snow on the ground from the snow that fell yesterday too. So a lot of our counties towards the north didn't get as warm over the last couple of days, so they have seen their snow not melt, which is going to help their temperatures be on the colder side. Waverly is one of those cities that didn't see much melting, if anything at all, over the last 24 hours. So they are actively getting more snow on top of what fell yesterday. Still, very, very light amounts out of this entire system that fell yesterday. Now, let's just take a look with Pinpoint Futurecast and what we could expect through today. Snow will continue through the next couple of hours, but turning pretty light very, very quickly, especially as we head into the early afternoon hours. And then nothing really through the overnight hours. We see a break in those clouds and we head to partly cloudy before clouds move right back on in again early on Sunday morning. Another chance for some snow falls on the earlier side for Sunday morning, as a lot of people are probably getting up, potentially going to church or those Sunday morning activities that you might have going on. And then we continue to just see that chance a lot longer, it looks like, potentially through Sunday than today. Very still light and scattered in nature, pushes out by the later evening, early overnight hours, and then just see partly cloudy skies as we head into Sunday. In total, from this entire weekend's system, looking to get 2 to trace inches out of this, or trace to 2 inches out of this system. Again, going back to that reduced visibility, slick spots could develop out of the snow. Typical things that we always talk about because it is so important when we are looking at snow falling.
No, yeah, and I mean, at least it's not 14 inches all at once. You know, this is a lot more manageable than what we have seen this snowy season.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
17 days into January, we are chugging along to warmer temperatures.
Yes.
So it's what we'll look forward to.
It's what we can look forward to. We'll get there eventually. I mean, we're, let's see here, probably between, let me do quick math, probably 75 days to 90 days until spring, somewhere in that range. So
it's too long. It's too long.
And then 150 some days till summer, so.
I just have that warm weather itch, and it gets me bad this time of year. But
yeah,
a couple inches of snow, not too bad for a weekend.
No, not at all, really and truly. Like, this is such a typical Iowa winter. I feel like a lot of us are very used to this kind of.
100%.
But with that, don't become complacent when you're heading out on the roadways. You again, still be cautious if you're heading out today. Just take it a little easier, add that time into your commute. Better get there safe and early than trying to get there and rush there.
I say we keep all of our weather talk and our weather topics in one lump today. It's cold, yes, because it's winter and it's January.
Truly, yeah.
But these winds.
Really very, very gusty winds. We're already seeing those winds pick up over the last couple of hours. We'll see wind gusts getting up to almost 35 miles per hour by this afternoon. Yeah, it's going to be pretty rough with those winds, and then that's just including that blowing snow. Even though the snow isn't actively falling at that point, because it's already on the ground, it's just going to get picked up and blown around, which does create lower visibility right at the surface, which is really where that concern comes in. But it is going to quickly fall off, though, as you look towards this evening and even through the overnight hours. Winds significantly calling down, although they do pick it back up again tomorrow with another chance for snow. With that wind, colder temperatures does help our temperatures feel much colder. Let's put it in the more positive direction. We see that these wind chills over the next 24 hours below zero, still through tomorrow morning. And then as we head into the afternoon tomorrow, we'll finally watch as our feels like temperatures get to that zero mark or above it. But it doesn't last long, really and truly, because if we look ahead over the next 5 days, and at 7 o'clock in the morning each of these days, Sunday morning, -3. Monday's really the day for concern here. That's where we're talking wind chills between -20, -30, frostbite within 30 minutes on any exposed skin. National Weather Service has started to look at potentially issuing a cold weather advisory. We'll always alert you to those updates as the National Weather Service decides whether or not to issue it. That threshold for them is typically -20. So we're just keeping an eye on that forecast and seeing what the National Weather Service ends up issuing for that. Even into Tuesday, though, still seeing feels like temperatures below zero.
But those are temperatures you really want to consider if you're sending the kids off to the school bus stop in the morning. I mean, 7 a.m., -19 degrees is not pleasant, and it's not safe.
True. But the good thing is Monday is a holiday, so I believe that most kids should be off, and it should be a long weekend.
I lost track of time.
No, you're fine. Yeah, that's the really good part about this forecast. A lot of kids will not be at a bus stop needing to go to school.
It'll still be cold Tuesday, though.
Truly, yes.
Not as bad, but it's a good thing to keep aware of. What about the rest of the week?
Let's look at our 9-day forecast. So once we get past really Monday with those pretty cold temperatures, Monday's highs, we're looking to be in the single digits to low teens above zero. We watch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even into Friday, jump into the low to mid 20s. Get to see a little bit of some sunshine during the middle of our week. Then a cold snap arrives as we look ahead towards Friday, bringing with it snow. Chance of snow continues through the weekend. And with the snow on the ground, I mean, all the snow that's falling right now likely will stay through probably about Wednesday at this point, just because temperatures are on the colder side.
Sure.
But then we get more snow as we look ahead potentially to the end of the week, and that's going to help temperatures fall again. We're looking at highs in the low to mid teens, single digits at overnight. Some models do have it pushing even colder, so keep updated with us. We'll always be the first to alert you to those changes. As we look ahead towards next weekend, it'll be a very typical cold, blustery January weekend.
Yeah, it will be. I'm at the point with winter where, I take my dog for a walk. And I have a heated vest now.
Okay.
I got one of those. I make sure my battery's charged. I've got the hat on. I've got one of those neck warmer thingies. But my cheeks and my ears get so cold.
Yeah.
And that wind. I can deal with the temperatures. I don't know if I will ever get used to Iowa wind chill. It's a different beast.
It is. And I mean, I grew up in Wisconsin, and I was actually telling Joe and Corey this when I was here earlier this week, and we were talking about some of these colder temperatures. I had a week in high school where we had to cancel 3 of our 5 days because of wind chills. We got down to wind chills of -50 for 3 days out of that period of time, with actual temperatures in the morning at -30. It was cold. It was brutally cold. It's the coldest I've ever experienced. I didn't even walk out in it. That's something you just don't test Mother Nature on.
I just remember, I think I've only experienced it one time back in my back home area.
Yeah.
I was out working, I had a camera, and it was so cold. These were older cameras. The ND filter, anyone that works cameras, the ND filter is like the sunglasses that you can put on the lens. So if it's bright outside, you put the ND filter on, it makes it a little bit shadier. It got stuck halfway in the camera lens, and I was so green, and I'm looking at it through the viewfinder, I go, uh-oh, I don't know what to do. Because all of my video that I was shooting that day had half super bright and half blown out, and half shaded.
Oh no.
And you could very clearly see the
So
line
hard.
where the ND filter got stuck in the camera.
Oh no.
And it was just because it was so cold
Yeah.
that it seized up. Had to take it back inside and warm up. Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're planning on getting out today, there are a couple things in the area that you can be doing. Bundle up, stay warm.
Yes.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
It's a community blood drive.
Yeah. The Fairfax American Legion is working in conjunction with the Fairfax community to host a blood drive. They do say appointments are recommended, but this will go till 12:30 today. Once you donate blood, you can go enjoy a delicious pancake, egg, and sausage breakfast.
You probably need that after donating blood.
Yeah.
I am not good at donating blood, but for those of you who can do it, it's a good thing to do. And pancake breakfast.
Right. Yeah. I know the American Red Cross always says that winter is the time when the amount of donations goes down. So it's always when there is the biggest need for donations. So get out there if you can donate and are willing to donate. It's a really great opportunity and cost to do it.
Oh yeah, that's going on for a few more hours. I'm sure you can find more information. I think I saw it this morning on Facebook. You can find more information online. I think there's a phone number on the Facebook page as well, in case you want to call ahead and make sure that you are still good to go. We have the immigrant-owned business market as well today. This is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Nubo. So, I mean, if you're out and about doing any shopping in the Czech Village Nubo area, stop into the city market. This is something going on. They're local entrepreneurs they have a bunch of homemade items. So their Facebook post, or this is a post that you had found, it had said they're celebrating community and culture at the business market. You can shop a variety of these local businesses offering one-of-a-kind homemade goods. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I love the Nubo City Market.
Yeah, they always have events going on all the time. I always am constantly loving what they are doing when it comes to all the events that they host. They had one earlier this morning, which just ended at 10 o'clock. So I was going to put something together for it just with the timing of our streaming, though. I wasn't going to build something for it, but now this is going on. And even if you aren't going for maybe particularly this business market, all the shops in the Nubo market are open today, so you can always go visit them, shop local, support local. But yeah, again, one-of-a-kind homemade gifts. Now if you're looking for something.
And I, again, love going in there and seeing all the little items that are homemade and supporting people who live in our area. If you're up in the Dubuque area, though, the Dubuque Winter Farmers Market is going on from 9 a.m. today, so it's already gotten started, until noon. And this is a reoccurring thing that's been going on throughout the season. Saturdays until April 25th, they will be happening. There's regional vendors. They've got fresh produce. Oh, they got fresh produce, cheeses, maple syrup,
Ooh, yum.
jams and jellies, body care products, flavored cooking oils. It's a lot of good homemade stuff. They say it's an effort to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Wait.
They encourage you to bring your own reusable shopping bags to be able to do the reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Which is a good thing to do.
Yes.
Do you keep bags in your car?
Yes, I do. I have bags upon bags, and I don't use them all when I go grocery shopping, so I don't know why I have so many in the back of my car, but I have them.
The market will also have a recycling station that will accept clean cardboard egg cartons in glass jars, like what you would see if you were getting a jam or a jelly. I love the farmers market. I'm going to say I love all these events because I do. These are great events that'll help support local vendors, people that have the chickens can make honey. They got their own bees.
What
Body care items.
Yeah.
I love going and looking and smelling all the soaps that, I can't buy all the soaps, but I can sniff all of them.
Truly, what a great time to do that. Maybe markets aren't your thing,
Okay.
and maybe you're more of a little bit of a sports fanatic.
I know a lot of people that like hockey.
Yeah, so Rough Riders are playing today against the Waterloo Blackhawks. Chance for some snow earlier today, but by the time that the puck drops at 7:05, we will be seeing that snow have moved out. Cloudy conditions, temperatures a little chilly, single digits, but not too bad. I mean, you're in the arena anyway, so it's going to be cooler in there because you are in an ice arena. But it's I'm on ice arena here in Cedar Rapids.
I was going to ask if it was a home or away game.
Home game here.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then one more sports, if you're looking, Iowa Women's Gymnastics is at the Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City today. Starts at 4 p.m. and it's against Michigan State. When I was at college at the University of Utah, we had a couple of Olympians on our team. So I love going to gymnastics events, and I feel like this is with now the Winter Olympics also coming up, getting to see these phenomenal athletes go out and just do their sport. It's so neat. And this is just a great way to see it, not at the Olympics, but they're locally, but high quality and very, very amazing athletes.
Starts at 4 o'clock. I tried to be a gymnast when I was a kid. Didn't work.
That's okay.
I think they had me do a roll, not a cartwheel. Couldn't do a cartwheel. Couldn't lift my own body weight as a child.
Okay.
But they had me do a roll, and they go, Rebekah, I don't think this is for you.
That's okay.
It didn't last very long, so I'm always very impressed and very jealous when people can do all the super cool things that gymnasts can do.
Really, truly, yeah. No, I never got into gymnastics. I was a dancer growing up.
Jealous of that too.
Yeah, I did it until I was in 6th grade, and then I just wasn't able to do the splits and just technique and all the stuff that I should be able to do. I'm not a very flexible person when it comes to dance and all that, and so I just decided to hang up my dance shoes, and I am still probably one of the clumsiest people you'll ever meet in your life. Rebekah will account just
sometimes.
Yeah.
So maybe you're not trying to leave your house today, which is okay.
Truly. Yeah.
And this is something that you've taken a part in. Becky Phelps has taken a part in.
Yes.
I came into the office today, and I had reading logs. You won't be able to see it too well, but I had reading logs on my desk from the Cedar Rapids Public Library for the Cedar Rapids Reads Winter Reading Challenge. Camille, can you just tell us a little bit about what this is?
Yes. So the Cedar Rapids Library is offering mugs for anybody who can get 300 minutes of reading in before the end of the month.
And this is, I want to show the picture.
Please do.
This is Becky with her mug. She looks very happy.
It is such a cute mug. It's this very light sky blue color, has a little bit of white speckling on it. It is not a small mug by any means. It's a
good mug.
Good size mug.
300 minutes though.
300 minutes. It's only 5 hours.
Well, when you put it like that makes it sound like I can do it.
Exactly. I mean, little story time. On my weekend, which started on Wednesday, we had a meeting here, and then I went home, and then I read and sat on my couch for too long, but I got the entirety of my reading challenge done in one sitting and finished a book.
I don't know how you sit for that long.
I got up multiple times during it, but I'm that kind of person that I can sit, and then as long as I have a really good book, which I did,
sure,
I sat through the entirety of it and got it done in one sitting.
So if you're trying to read a bunch in the second half of our month here, it's already the 17th, but if you can read 300 minutes by January 31st, you'll receive that mug, and you have it now. Becky has it. I'm feeling left out. So you can either pick up one of these paper logs that Becky very kindly left us at the library, or you can download one and print it yourself at home, or you can log your minutes on the Beanstack app. And that's what you said you were doing.
I did it on the Beanstack app. They also have multiple challenges offered by the Cedar Rapids Library through different months. So maybe you're thinking, I can't get 300 minutes right now in this month. It's just the end of the month, getting too close.
Yeah.
They have already put out a couple different challenges that they are offering throughout the year. So you can always apply to those different challenges, and who knows what the Cedar Rapids Library is doing for them or how to get involved in that. But Beanstack app I'm new to it, but it's super easy.
Now, was this free to take part in?
100% free.
Free mug? No, you gotta get the books. And
well, you can rent the books from the library too. You can borrow them, and then it's
your
free.
Library card, and then I'm a book collector, so
I'm not.
I hoard my books. It's not good, but I'll have my own library someday.
There you go.
Is what my goal is. We're starting a new segment. We'll nail down a name, and maybe anyone has some ideas for a name. We just want to take a look back throughout the week and see what stories our reporters have done here at KCRG that have been feel-good stories. Stories that might make you smile just a little bit. So this week I went out and I met a dog that might be the biggest Great Dane in the world. Alive.
Okay. Biggest Great Dane, or is it biggest
dog? Biggest dog. You're right. Because a Great Dane is a big dog anyways, but this is the biggest dog, not specific by breed.
Okay.
It's a category, but he is a Great Dane. So we're going to play my package that we ran Tuesday of this week, and you get to meet Samson. Let's see if I can get it running.
Is tall.
Come on.
Like, really tall.
I figured he'd be about 120 pounds maybe tops, and not near as tall as he is with the size I got him when he was a puppy.
Jana Johnson rescued Samson when he was 4 months old. He's deaf, knows sign language, and has grown into a sizable Great Dane.
He's just like a giant puppy.
His height might be worthy of a title.
As he started to grow, have big growth spurts, we actually joked here about his size a lot, about him becoming the largest dog.
The team at Samson's doggy daycare searched and found the current tallest living dog measures 39 inches at the shoulder. So they got to work to measure Samson. The only problem?
He's scared of a tape measure.
Rough measurements put him anywhere between 39 and 42 inches. But earning the title wouldn't just be to gloat.
It is to open up to help people understand how we get dogs like Samson. It's all about poor breeding with the genes, and then understanding how you work with special needs dogs.
Johnson hopes her dog can become an ambassador for others like him.
This is not an average color Dane. It can impact vision, hearing, skin, a lot of health issues later in life. Some of them don't, their organs won't even develop all the way. They may die at a young age. And he's at higher risk now for a lot of health issues throughout his life.
When they do get a concrete measurement, the group will contact the Guinness Book of World Records. In Cedar Falls, Rebekah Vaughan, KCRG-TV9 News.
So that was Samson.
So cute.
He's so big. I think they said he's 140 pounds.
Sheesh.
He's a big dog, and he's very tall, but he's so gentle.
Okay.
And they've trained him so well with the sign language because he's deaf. We were trying to get him to jump up on my shoulders, and he wouldn't. He would only jump up on his owner's shoulders. And there was somebody else at the doggy daycare that he was real good friends with, and he would jump up on her shoulders.
Okay.
But every time I called him over, he would not jump on me.
It's a polite dog.
Maybe he knew. He was too big. He might knock me down.
He's a size aware.
He is. And of course, it's a story we're going to keep following. So if they do get in contact with the Guinness World Record book, we'll, maybe get out there and see if he truly is the world's tallest living dog.
I'd be so interested to see.
It'll be interesting to follow. I'm
yeah.
excited. It's always a good day when you get to pet a dog.
Always. Always, always, always.
Unfortunately, it is 10:30, so we are out of time for our stream this morning. We will be back for our 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. newscasts tomorrow, and we will be back in the streaming studio at 10 a.m. to bring you more about what the weekend weather is going to look like and just talk about certain events and what else good news is happening here in Eastern Iowa. But until then, We hope you have a fantastic Saturday.